Slavery is often remembered for its part in the Civil War. Yet slaves were present in North America long before the 1800s. Slavery was present on the continent as far back as the 17th century. At first, not all forms of forced labor involved Africans. British colonists used indentured servants to work on farms and help in their shops. Indentured servants usually had no money to travel to the colonies from their home country. They worked for 4 to 7 years to pay for their voyage to North America to look for a better life. At the end of this time, they became free. Some European indentured servants chose to come to North America. Others were forced to come to the continent as punishment for crimes. The first Africans in North America were indentured servants. They also became free after a certain amount of time. Some colonists tried to enslave the native tribes for labor. These people were difficult to enslave. European diseases killed large numbers of native tribespeople. Plus, the local tribes' knowledge of the land helped them to escape. By the late 1600s, British colonists needed more laborers. There were not enough people to do all the jobs in the growing colony economies. Colonists began bringing more captured people from Africa. The Atlantic slave trade brought between 600,000 and 650,000 Africans to the 13 British colonies from 1700 to 1775. The majority of enslaved Africans came from West and West Central Africa. Some were captured during wars. Others were sold into slavery because they committed crimes or owed money. European buyers bought captives from African sellers. Then the buyers shipped their captives across the Atlantic Ocean. Africans faced terrible conditions as they crossed the Atlantic Ocean. The voyage is now called the Middle Passage. Their journey was filled with disease, brutality, and death. African captives were often chained to one another. Sometimes they were chained for the entire voyage. The journey could take several months. Starvation, disease, and infection killed countless people during the Middle Passage. Illnesses were very common. Between 11 and 16% of the captives died at sea. The Africans who arrived in the Americas entered a scary new life. They would face back-breaking work, foreigners with strange languages and customs, and a lifetime without freedom.